we're live. I gotta pop, pop out, pop out my chat. Put it here, put her there, drag this baby back, and then put a story up, put the music on. YouTube. And now we're looking at my channel. And there's a live. And then I'll get my Instagram, post a story. Take a picture of that. Oh, not my face. No face reveal yet. Put a sticker, link, that. Right now. And then hopefully everything is up and running. Let's see. Let's check. Prematurely. That's not good. No, it's up here already. Nice. And we're off to the races. Okay. Oh, I haven't got the toolbox ready. Damn. That's a big ass bladder. Let's see. Okay. Nothing's dangerous is showing here. That's nice. Saw Ninjago doing this for quite some time. I've always wanted to try it out. So he, I don't know, something like that, something like this, something like that. That might be too dark. I'm drawing Miku again. Why wouldn't I? Something like that. Okay. Let's see if that makes sense, like, at all. So if that were to work, would it be like this? surprisingly effective. That's it. Drulika Scooch. That's what they keep telling us. Drulika Scooch. Oh, okay. I still don't remember to do that before I flick your mind. Okay, let's actually get to some drills. Some more perspective, it will feel like 3D. But it is technically 2D. Hello, Ren Apex? How should I say your name? Ren? Is Ren fine? I think Ren's a good name. How's it going? Tapes or sashes or however you want to call them, ribbons. Yeah. Do like a squiggly dragon. Then we do a roll up one like this. Really guess our mind in the 2D with 3D headspace. And then we can even do a spiral like this. Not like that. And then we can mark down the one inside to kind of help with that illusion. Darken the line art on the pieces that are overlapping, again helping with the illusion. That creates the sense of depth. There we go. And then finally we can go ahead and do like a twist. So more straight is like that. So when you twist, just draw two S's first. You can kind of weld them together like this, and then the same thing with the just cross hatching one side of it. Helps us with the illusion, right? So similar thing, but moving the S's around. So this one is more in the middle, this one can be closer to the left, and then maybe even it's halfway twisting too. So this, and then finally it goes back to here, like that. Yep. Next up, so we got 2D, and then 2D and 3D. Now we'll just do 3D. So boxes, draw around them. Do not draw boxes without drawing around them. Even if it looks muddy, it will slowly train your brain to see the 3D that's not like a perfect box, which is not something I'm aiming for. I'm just trying to fire up my art juices, neurons, right? So now we got an oval, and we can create a cone with that, like this. Again, keep drawing around, and we've got cylinders. So first start by doing a random rectangle. Or we can do a cylinder, we can do an oval first, and then take the longest diameter, and then draw directly perpendicular to that. We have a very convincing cylinder. So just get that there. This one is further away. That's why it looks rounder than this one in the front perspective. Again, keep drawing around. Don't ever skip that. Now maybe we can do a square into oval. Why not? Right. So it looks something like this. Tower, so let's first do this one up here, and this one down here. At first glance, it could look just like this, but what if we took each of these points and then move it to the next one? So this one goes here, this one goes there, this one goes here, and this one goes here. So it becomes like a bunch of ribbons like we just did over here. Slightly connect them, and then you can also cross-hatch them to give that illusion, and then suddenly it looks like a twisty tower. So putting the topology on top of that would look something like this. Well, let's do a halfway plane to like a section, so I think that would look something like this. That's kind of hard because it's like twisting at the middle, so it's probably kind of like this. Yep. Weird. Yeah. Okay, and finally let's do some orange stacking. Why not? So let's do a fun drag it like this, and then let's just start slapping some random shapes on here. Remember, big, medium, small. Just being super random. Why not? How about this? How about that? How about that? How about this? How about that? How about this? How about that? How about this? And then probably can do some crazy here, and then if we did that, no. Yeah. Okay. Now we can go in there and work our way up. So first, let's do this one. That's one. This one looks like a cylinder, so I'll do that. This one looks kind of like a loaf of bread, some trapezoid. here, there, just to make the transition a little smoother. What can this shape be? I don't know what this is. Looks like a pillow, but a pillow isn't that cool. Probably something like this. This is block, which I will just do an egg shape on this boy. Now that's very surely a pyramid, but let's just add a chocolate bar there, or like in this case, looks like a book. Let's add that chocolate bar up. Still looks like a book. Let's have our chocolate bar now. So how can I make my chocolate bar like the slab needs to be thinner, like really thin, probably more like a foam sheet. Something like that. So let's do a grid. Oh, the grid is what makes the chocolate bar better. Now let's do one of those funny. No, too lazy for that. Okay, this is very clearly a cylinder, but it has a square bottom. So, like that going on there. Maybe this is a house or something. So like a big ass box. A triangle over here will become a cheese block. Some simple depth work. That. And then again, that's another cylinder. Let's make it fun by cutting half of it out. So let's do this. Well, not half, like a quarter out. And just rotate it this way. Pac-Man style. And then lazy, so let's just do a golf ball. This one, not a golf ball. This is what, baseball? Yeah. And then what's this one? How can I make this one interesting? Probably connect this triangle from over here onto this ball. So probably it's going to look like this. Okay, hopefully my knuckles cracking weren't too crazy. And ice cream cone right at the end. Interesting. Okay, we got something, that's for sure. Yeah. Let's do a spinning top here. it. I think I like that. Now we can get right onto character drawings. So let me just pull up my website. I'm using Sketch Daily, by the way, because it has this your picks option, and I have like a whole folder saved of references that I like, and I just use those to train myself. So let's do 30 seconds first. look like nothing, but still. Oh no, I only have 4 there, so actually got 10 on the dot. That's nice. So let's move these guys over here. Over here, not really anything there. That was warming up. Let's do them 1 minute. Time is it? 28. Okay, now let's take some of these and do 5 minutes on them. Let's do 5. Let's do 10. Never do 10. I'll get you to do 2. Let's do 5. This one. This one. Do 5. Let's look up timer. Let's put a stop, not stopwatch. I got a stopwatch. Alright, let's do this one first. I guess I can side bag and side bags can hide her face. Something like that, something like that. Let's do some wrinkles. Left, so be smart with lines here. She has a very cute cat mouth, so I wanted to pick that. And her eyes are sparse. Instead, well, not really, not that much. That too. Yeah. Maybe body too big. 1, 2, 3. Definitely needs a boost up there. So. There we go. That's nice. Yeah, we can just let's do some fanfic over here. Lightly indicate some values like this. And let's do a line art just a little bit clearer on the head because there's values going on. So we don't want to put things over there. Just a tad bit clearer, and we're done with this one. That's it. Okay, like that girl. So let's leave her there. Next up, let's do naked apron lady next. Small. Let's knock everything back a tad. Let's work slowly from there. So first we got her here, origin point. Let's give her legs. Side bangs, how do you face? Clavicles. Let's just say thick. So need that. Then her hair kind of goes down on this side too. And then her chest kind of starts lower. So let's move everything down in apron with the straps about an animal. Yeah, it's looking nice. Some straps there. Similarly on this side. Provocative. So here we go. This arm. Some more wrinkles down here. Dancing fabrics. This part. Deform. This. Cleavage. Kinda. Not really, but let's do it like this. Yeah, let's do it like that actually. And then we got beauty mark here, and then here also. Just lower eye makeup a little bit. Too small? No, it is not. That's weird. It feels a little too small. So I'm just gonna enlarge it to this side. Yeah, no, that's better. Way better. Oh, and our strap actually goes back in. So it's more like this. It's more like. No, it does not. Actually, it does not. It's kind of tilted dimension. And it goes like this. Let's do this part, and we can call it done for this post. Let's do these side and face hugging side bangs. Do some of her flowing down here over here. I don't think if I draw hair well enough to do that, but let's try. Maybe it's just a practice sketch anyway. So, it kind of looks like it's just flowing down and outline of her chest. So let's do that from way back here, and then kind of shape it to her chest. And then similarly on this side, just kind of a little bit something like that. And then the rest, you know, give me some loose hairs. Made her tired. Just do this thing. And shrink them out and do this. And voila. Is it voila? I think it is voila. Make that ambiguous. And actually, let's make this cleave more to this side. Well, not that much. There we go. Give her that black to blonde ombre, why not? Because I'm too lazy to put in the rest. Okay, that took 10. That's kind of sad, but let's do this next one, which should be this one. This one, she doesn't have bangs, so I think that would be a helpful deep modification. She's puckering, but she's also smart and smart. I don't know how I can draw that like this. Kind of. Oops. Kind of like that, I feel like. ear. And it's kind of doing this. Neck, ear. Here's kind of doing this. And then doing that. From behind, it's kind of like upwards of that. This. That. She has a very fashionable top. Doing kind of this. And it kind of disappears into the bottom here. She's very visible sleeve. And then around the neck goes down to the side. Wrinkles on her top that are there. Oh, and it's actually supposed to be buttoned, but she unbuttons it because, well, she wants to be proud of her beauty. So that's the choice with the top here. Crazy slanting. So let's do this. Actually, it's makeup. Nice too. She has blush on, so we need to get that in there. Strap, purse, and her bottom isn't really showing out because the purse is gigantic. So let's try to depict that. Kind of doing this. Kind of, and then there's this, and then there's that. Still at the front, so I'm trying to depict that. Just kind of rolling under because we got 5 minutes already. So let's make it like that. And then finally, the teardrop, and then of course that. infighting. Probably all together. Just not go like this. To give it that sense of yeah, that. The bedroom eyes, as my instructor calls them. Yep, there we go. And then finally, let's do this last. Well, yep. No, that's right. Yep, that's exactly the reference. Hell yeah. Maybe even some of that. So let's do that, and this, and that, and that, and that. And hearing, and we're good. Okay. One last thing. This. Yeah, I needed that to find peace in myself. Okay, last one. Oops. Just 5 on this one. Swing my eyes. And go crazy, go stupid. This side, so spray out the back. And then she has a very clear underside of the shadows here. And then just this ear shape. The shoulders are still raised to the other sides. Let's a little bit more inwards, like this. This side. Boom, boom, boom. Follow the arm first, and then one arm sticks out. Confident eyebrows. That's more like maybe two big eyes. Probably not, but still let's carve it out just a little bit. There's some more space there. And then let's finish everything with this. With these lines here. Let's finish it around 5 minutes on the dime. That still stays. Her top down here is actually imaginary. It's not real. So let's see this, that. In the double lens. And then finally clean up the face a little bit. Goes in there. Blush. Let's push her shoulder just a little bit. Constant snapping. This side it should be proportionally like this. This one like that. Something like that. Full out on this side. Yeah, I like that. I like these. Actually. Let's do that. And yeah, these are great. Well, the stream's gonna end here. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm just gonna take a quick screenshot of these and upload them on Instagram. And yeah, we should be. That's all.